Congratulations
Thank you.
on one of the funniest movies I think I've seen in a very long time.
Wow,
I
thank you so
appreciate it.
much.
I was in no idea what you were going to say after your introduction. It could have gone the opposite direction.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, when you do a movie like this, and it has the themes in it, the gay themes and everything, people are like, it's like a roller coaster for a lot of people. But this really takes it to another, because it's not about straight people and gays.
Right.
It's about the whole gay experience and the community that you kind of have to deal with.
Yeah, it's a peek behind the curtains for some people, and it's a representation of our lives for other people. And I think that everybody is going to take something away from it, whether it's seeing themselves or understanding each other, which is kind of what movies are about. We go to the movies to try to understand each other a little bit better so we don't kill each other.
Yeah, and it's a joyful and funny celebration of who we are. A lot of the stories that get told about gay people in Hollywood are often about the struggle, the torture, we're sick, we're dying, we're all of these things, right? We're in the closet, and those stories are very important to tell. Those are part of our history, but this is a Judd Apatow movie. He's made some of the funniest movies ever. Bridesmaids, 40-Year-Old Virgin, the list goes on and on. Nick Stoller directed it. He made Forgetting Sarah Marshall and Neighbors. We want a really funny movie that happens to be about gay people and not a movie about torture.
As I was watching the film, it really reminded me a lot of one of the great Woody Allen movies,
Thank you.
where you're dealing with, neuroses of all kinds, and what your character does is just he commits Harry Carey on every relationship.
Yeah. I mean, I'm a New Yorker. I grew up in New York. I did grow up with those Woody Allen movies and When Harry Met Sally and all the great Nora Ephron movies and Broadcast News and Moonstruck and all those great rom-coms, and they really don't make those anymore. They don't make them about straight people or gay people. They just kind of stopped making them, and I love a movie with jokes, with witty banter. I love all of those elements of rom-coms and
physical comedy too. I mean, that's something that's a big part of Bros too. That physical comedy, which we've come to understand from Judd.
Yeah, and I was going to ask you because in your career as an actor, do you like roles that are more physical than sedimentary?
It's so funny. Careers are one of these things that sort of everyone has this idea that it's very calculated and you pick the way you're going to go and it's crafted. But careers are not that way. I didn't know that Billy was going to write a really brilliant part for an actor that was openly LGBT. So thank you. And you kind of learn to love everything because if you don't, you won't get to work as much. So I love doing this physical stuff.
And New York City is certainly a character in this film. So did you film in your old neighborhood?
Well, I grew up in Queens, not in Manhattan, but
different movie.
I've spent a lot of my time in Manhattan. I've worked a lot in Manhattan. Obviously, Billy on the Street, the show that I did for many years, it could not be more of a New York, Manhattan-centric show. Yeah. And it was really special to be able to film in Manhattan because so many of those romantic comedies that we grew up with, like the ones I mentioned, When Harry Met Sally and Annie Hall, they're such New York movies, right? But we've never gotten a big rom-com like that about a gay couple that's had all of those elements that was going to show on the big screen, on thousands of screens all over America and all over the world. It's a long overdue thing.
Well, I also enjoyed Deborah Messing. She's one of my dear friends.
Really?
And, having her come in and just vent about Will and Grace was a brilliant moment.
Yeah, and she crushes. I mean, people love that scene. That people burst out into applause. It's so satisfying when someone takes the image they're known for and turns it on its head in a very unexpected way. And she was so game and so fun, and she's just so funny in the movie.
Now, did you guys know each other prior to the filming?
No, actually, the first words I spoke to Billy were the first words I spoke in my audition scene with him. So I knew of him, of course, a big fan of Billy on the Street. I also went to school and spent a lot of time in New York City, so anybody who knows New York knows Billy on the Street. But no, we got to know each other over the filming of the movie, and that's a great way to sort of build chemistry, too.
Yeah, because it seemed like you guys had known each other forever, from a critic's point of view as well. You guys have been friends forever.
Yeah, I don't know. Chemistry, it's one of those hard things to quantify, and we had so many wonderful actors audition for the movie. But I don't know, maybe because we didn't know each other, it gave it this certain mystique, a little spark. We really liked each other and respected each other, but we're also kind of, I don't know, are scared of each other a little bit, And
so much of what Billy does is things I don't do, and I think that, the things that I do, I'm a little more earnest. He's a little more sarcastic maybe in real life. So.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is that when you guys get together, though, it's a great mix because for everything, like you said, for everything he isn't, you are, and,
Right.
and vice versa.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like watching Hope and Crosby. You know.
Wow, thank you.
Wow, that's a
very
well,
nice.
a throwback. Yeah.
The kids love Hope and
Crosby,
Crosby.
yes.
Let's bring them back,
Yeah.
only in a gay way.
Yeah.
We're gonna put that on the poster. The gay Hope and Crosby. Watch those box office receipts.
In the final seconds that we have
Yes.
together, what do you think audiences are going to take away from watching the film?
I just want people to laugh out loud a lot and have a good time. That was our goal. We never said let's write a historic movie or a gay movie. We said let's write a hilarious movie. We don't get many comedies like this in movie theaters anymore, about straight people, about gay people, about anyone. So many of the movies that are released in theaters are dark and cynical, gritty action movies or superhero movies or horror movies. Those movies are all great. I love those movies, but there's something really fun and exciting and comforting about going into a movie theater and laughing out loud with hundreds of people, escaping our bleak world and the news and all of that, and just having an uplifting, feel-good experience. And I think that's what it is.
And I want people to have a reminder that watching two people fall in love can be a really, really beautiful thing.
It really is, no matter who.
Who they are.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's right.
Thank you guys so
Thank
much.
you.
Thank you so
Thanks so
much.
much.